Hi Leo, thank you for joining me and welcome to your reading for 2019 love. And I'm using the Art of Love Tarot, and it's just the higher arcana for Sun, Moon, and Rising Leo. If you guys want to get the full 21 card spread with the 78 card Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot, then that will be available in the super duper 2019 playlist down below. It's going to be a part of a 2-series playlist. So if you get the buy all option, you will get both for your Sun, Moon, and Rising, both series. There might be a third one coming up in the mid-year. We'll see how things go, okay? So let's see. This is the heart-shaped spread. Do it every single year, and we're going to talk about you and your partner, soulmate, and twin flame, where you start, where you end up, and how to get there. If you don't have a partner, this is for you as well. We're going to talk about the energies that you're dealing with in terms of love. Your first card is, the Chariot. There we go. So we have the Chariot represents the sign of Cancer, but in love it's very, very lucky. It means that a lot of the problems and circumstances that you have been dealing with in your relationship, you are finally finalizing and finishing up on. I really feel like both people, if not both people, then at least one of you is really ready to move forward in a situation. And if you're single, if in the past you've had certain barriers to love, this card signals the fact that you're kind of opening your heart and a lot of healing has happened, and now you are getting ready for a real connection. That means also, if you're talking about soulmate, twin flame relationships, that person, if you don't know them, they're going through the same thing. They're ready to love. They're really ready to open their heart and find you. So whichever way you cut it, this Chariot card, the path, or it's called exploration here, is very, very lucky. Your aspirations in terms of love, you've got the Sun. Woohoo! You've got the Sun, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you're really idealistic. This is really mirroring another reading. If anybody figures out which one it is, leave a comment down below. I think you're very idealistic what you are looking for. You're looking for the perfect relationship, happiness. You want your life to evolve with this person. You want to get things done. You want a personal evolution. You want personal movement forward in good directions. I think that this can lead, as in the other reading, to problems, because then you have to kind of come back down to earth and refocus. But the ambition is good. The ambition is wonderful. The ambition is just full of hope and promise and joy. Maybe you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius. Leo and Sagittarius are both fire signs. Jupiter, the planet that rules this card, is actually in Sagittarius this year, and this is a fire card as well. So there could be that really fiery connection between you and someone else. Here is the next message. So this is Sag. This is the Temperance card, the acceptance. Remember, I told you guys this is just higher arcana, and this is harmony. So this is Sag, harmony. This has to do with a perfect alignment between yourself and someone else, perfect truth, and what they're looking for is a spiritual connection, a spiritual commitment to choosing a path together. This is someone who wants to walk with you, someone who wants to go down life with you in a spiritual way and really learn together whatever life is presenting to you. Now, if you find yourself kind of more on this side, feel free to switch sides. I typically read for this side as the querent, which is you, and this the other party, but if you want to flip them over, feel free to do so. The second card is, we have the Star, or Hope. This is the card of Aquarius, and so this is the card of hope, ambition. This is the card of dreams. The Aquarius card has a lot to do, the Star, with soulmates. I think that your partner is looking for really ideal things as well. This is, to me, screaming soulmate, twin flame kind of agenda. They want to possibly meet their twin flame, you, and connect and go on this journey together. Twin flames are all about forming a pact that has to do with doing good and service for the world. So it's a very much a action that is associated with it is an action that is deeply associated with finding a great truth with someone else who in some way is meant to do things for the world in the same way as you are. There's a lot of different ways that it's explained, and so I don't want to get into it here, but it's usually to do with a dharmic pursuit. Dharma means the path that you are taking forward, the things that you really want to bring about as affecting change in the world. Hope, ambition, promise, moving forward to a certain specific goal, and that being something tied into helping the world. The next step in your reading is the Magician impulse. So I feel like you're going to make a dramatic move, Leo. This doesn't mean a physical move. You're going to make a dramatic gesture. If it's your partner, you're going to tell them how you feel. And I feel like you'll bring the relationship closer through an action, through a choice that you are making. If you don't know your partner, you may kind of really begin to seriously look for them, try to do things in your life to bring them into your life a bit more. This year for you, Leo, is really about you having had healed. So we talked about this a lot in 2016, 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. This whole process of healing has happened for you as Saturn went through your 5th house in Sagittarius, remember? And now this is the real catharsis, and this is like the blossoming, and it's been starting in 2018. However, now in 2019, on the 20th of January, you have an eclipse in Leo. It's the only eclipse in Leo this year, and it's going to be fundamentally huge. It's going to be a huge effect on your life, and yeah, it's gonna bring into closure things of the past and really allow you to branch forward. You know, when you have finally healed and you're ready to take certain steps in your life, it's that feeling of transcendence. The next message is the universe expansion. This is your partner's next step. They may be traveling, so this might be a long distance relationship. Both of these cards mean travel. So they may be traveling to see you, to be with you, or maybe they will be traveling on their own as they finalize their vision of what they want in the relationship. Here are 2 advice cards for you. This is also a completion card. Let's finish this up. This is a completion card in so much that maybe they are coming into understanding of what they're a part of. They're understanding, they're in some way really positioning themselves to be ready to receive. I think that this is a tall order, honestly, to look for in a relationship. You want the ideal this, ideal partner, ideal connection, perfect rhythm, all of these things. This is what I was saying about living in the ideal. There could be a lot of room for disappointment when you're setting out your ambition in these amazing ways, but I feel like no, it looks like you're getting ready to either reconnect, to connect for the first time, or if you're already in a relationship with each other, there will be a great opportunity for you both to draw the relationship to this higher level of consciousness, higher level of sharing. I really encourage you to use the crystal Kuzite, Kunzite. It's a pink crystal, and it has to do with universal love. A lot of what you guys are talking about here, a lot of the cards, what they're talking about here is love. It's all those kinds of positive energies that have to do with consciousness for the world. Here are 2 advice cards for you guys. So your first card is Lovers, the union. There could be a Gemini who's really important in your life through this process. But this can also mean touch base with your family, touch base with anyone who's modeled for you what a good relationship is like. It doesn't have to be intimate. It could be a platonic relationship. I feel like you're really think to yourself what a relationship would be like and what that connection would mean to you. If you don't know the person right off the beginning of the year, then maybe do this work from within yourself first. So start practicing on your own, start connecting to the universe, thinking about love, thinking about what's important about love in your life, and then bring that in deeper, and then get prepared to receive that from the universe. Here is the next message, the Empress, the Mother. So for some of you, especially those of you who are women, this is a big sign for like a maternal energy, a feminine energy. This can also be, again, the message is connect with your mother, connect with your mother. You know, there may be certain things energetically that you have to exchange with her in order to bring about a deeper connection. So whether you're a man or a woman, it's really saying here, connect with your mother, connect with your family, take that next step, because I think that once you start really working on this, it will kind of sweep you away, so much so that you may not have opportunity to connect with this energy quite easily. Here is the next message. We have the Teacher, Clarity, Hierophant, Taurus. So I feel like in some way this person may have to go through a period of learning. The other piece of advice is the Release or the Death card. So I feel like it feels like I said, tall order. When you order up something like this, you know, you want a soulmate connection, you want all this truth and all this depth, you know, spiritual depth. You have to kind of do the work. You can't just go and, you know, buy a cushion and sit there and be like, well, you can, but you're signing up for a spiritual task, and you should take that seriously, or they should take that seriously. So I think what's going to happen for them, there might be education, there might be school, but there could be actually a karmic lesson that they have to learn this year that is going to transform them as a person. So this is like when you ask a 5-year-old, what do you want to be? They say, I want to be a doctor, you know? So a 5-year-old who says this is very ambitious about that which they want to be, but they actually have to go through the education, the learning, and the personal transformations in order to actually become a physician. So it takes a lot of extra effort and a lot of care. So I think that they have to, in order to actually get what they want, this is beautiful that they want it. And if you do know your partner, get them Kuzite, you know, either as a crystal or as a ring or as a necklace, as a charm, something. It's a really beautiful crystal. It's like this one here. This is actually triophane. It's a type of hiddenite, spodumene. And so this is the clear version, so there's no pink in it, right? But typically Kuzite is pink. And these are very high vibration crystals. This is a huge piece, so usually they come in just little pieces. And you can see here, this is special because it has tourmaline inclusions, green tourmaline inclusions in them growing here. But the point is that this is a crystal of love, of high vibration love. And I think that your partner, here, we'll let the crystal kind of let them sit with them for a minute. And what your partner is looking for, what you're looking for if you flip the chart, is enlightenment. And in order to do so, they have to go through the process. They can't just, you know, some people have epiphanies. I don't want to speak against that, just sitting there and not doing anything. But usually it comes with being challenged or coming to confront the world. They have to confront the world in order to have that transcendent moment. For you, it's a confrontation too. I feel like you are setting off on big aspirations and big goals, but for you it's really about coming back home. It's right to do with your third and fourth house of home and family, maybe to do with your deep psychology. That's why the mother is so important for you, the connection to your mother, whether she's here or not. This could be your self-work if you have a bad relationship with your mother, or if for example, if you have a bad relationship with your mother, or if in some way your mother is not here, don't feel like you're kept out of this. You're fully within the process wherever you are, and doing work in the feminine is going to help you immensely. Doing work in the family, whatever your family situation is going to help you immensely. And if it's work within yourself, because there's no one external to you who mirrors that, your values, then that's okay too. You're an explorer. You're finding a new path. You're setting down roots for a new family, if that's the case. And very likely this person will come and meet you. Let's see what the outcome is, hey? So the outcome energy is, okay, the Tower, the ego collapse. And on some deep level, I thought this was coming, to be honest. And I'm a Virgo, and I've seen this card come through in Virgo's readings twice, in 2015 and 2016, I want to say, or 2017 and 2016. So it doesn't manifest as something horrible. What I think is going to happen is that you are going to go through a massive transformational process within your relationship, where the true reality, the raw reality of who you are, becomes manifest. And it's like you're going to confront your partner, you're going to confront the relationship. There's going to be just an honesty there that you've never reached before. And that's the real transcendent moment. It's like this is all about finding the pink elephant, you know, between the two of you. And it's like defining what the elephant is, calling it what it is by its true name, by its true state, bringing it about and making it a reality for you and them together. So I feel like, yes, for some of you, you will already know this, even as I'm reading this for you. If you're watching in December or January, you will already know if this is the end of the relationship. Now, some of you may be in denial and be like, okay, let's try this. So the relationship will roll on all year until you're ready to let go. But for some of you, this is going to be the transcendent moment of union, where you're truly together with your partner, where you're really, truly, you know, coming into focus of what the truth of the relationship really is, the truth between you and them. So it's a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful, very, very mystical, very spiritual reading. The North Node is in your 12th house, Leo, so this is to be suspected or expected. That full moon eclipse in January 20th is really indicative of what is going to be the pace of your year. So pay attention to that in detail and go back to that reading throughout the year, and go back to this reading too. I go back to these readings. I actually don't watch the monthly readings too much. I film them, you know, and I let them go, but the annual readings I watch like several times over. I find them to be the most comprehensive readings, and they really have some deep truths. Now, if you want me to break this down for you a little bit more, I am going to do an extended version on Vimeo. It's a 21 card spread using the whole deck, the whole tarot deck, but it's not going to necessarily be from these cards. It's going to be a separate reading, but for you, maybe you'll draw different awareness and conclusion. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing new year. Don't get psyched out by the ego collapse. This is humility, you know, being humble before that which is the truth, and hearing the truth for what it is, and being free. When the truth sets you free, that's what this is all about. And either the truth sets you free. Okay? Take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year. Bye-bye.